Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avernum 5. Last episode, we took a look over in the northwest here, found the Fang clan who were actually grudgingly peaceful to us. They showed us a test that we could have taken, a test that they give to their young, and we took it, and successfully got through. Got a nice bit of loot as well on the way through. Very nice. Now, well, we've pretty much explored everything but just up here, the entrance right outside the rapids. We know that there's a farm out there, and the person there has been starting to act a little strange. So, let's just see what's going on here. We'll check out the river and such first. Well, the water and such first. Huh. There's something up there. Looks like that's the way we'd be going. So we're not going to go there quite yet. Nothing there. We'll go in there after we look over the farm. Before we look over the farm, I want to take a look at what's over here. Is there something? Okay! Thorny funguses. A lot of thorny funguses. Charging in, probably a bad idea. Not the three I wanted targeted. Well, he survived the assault at least. Well, that killed three of them. There's something back here. Are those pants? I think those are pants. Okay, looks like we're surviving this. All this to protect a pair of pants, it looks like. What the hell was up here that needed protecting? Okay, what is back here? A robe, a belt, a sparkling wand. I guess we can take that. And swamp pants. Well, suppose we can take those. Okay, that was a thing. Now, let's take a look at this island here. See what we can find. This farm is currently run by a lone woman. She looks very tough and she wears a large butcher's knife at her belt. She doesn't look concerned about your presence. In fact, she doesn't appear to be thinking anything at all. She sits in her rocking chair and silently stares at the teapot and cups on the table in front of her. It seems to take her a moment before she even notices you. Then she looks up at you with an eerie, glassy stare. I am Goodwife Amber. I welcome you, Empire visitor. Please, have some tea. You live out here alone? Her voice is completely flat. The others are away. I am not scared. The wizard Shanker protects us. Please have some tea. I am trying to learn something. Then we should talk. First you should rest, relax, have some tea. Can you tell me about this area? I would love to, but first you should rest, relax, have some tea. Her voice is still flat and her face shows no emotion. Even by lax Avernite standards, this woman is odd. No thank you, I don't want any tea. Of course you do. You want tea. Have tea. You restate your refusal. She simply says in a flat voice, I will not tell you any of what I know until you are polite and have tea with me. She doesn't say anything else. Yeah, the tea seems like a trap. Huh. Nothing under here. Something over here. Mandrake root. Focusing crystal. Grey mold. And spiritual herbs. Various herbs. This crystal box seems very out of place in this humble cellar. It glows slightly, and occasional wisps of light float out of it and rise through the ceiling. Open the box. The box contains a glowing green crystal shard. When you look at it, you think that you hear whispering. Wisps of light continue to rise out of it. Touch it. You touch it. It's warm. When you are in contact with it, the whispering grows slightly louder. You can't understand it, though. Take it. It's firmly attached to the bottom of the box. You won't be able to take it without breaking it. Smash it, then. The crystal is very fragile. You smash it easily. There's a flash of light. It shatters into a pile of tiny, sharp fragments. The room is quiet and dark. I think that may have freed her. Goodwife Amber stares up at you. Now that the spell on her is broken, she is trying to reorganize her thoughts. I'm sorry, I'm still a bit confused. I don't remember much. What happened to you? I'm still trying to remember. It is difficult to piece it together, but I am starting to recall some of last night. Go on. It was late. I was asleep. I heard something. I lit a lamp and went out. And there were boats there. Boats? A dozen boats, full of armed people. They had helms on and I couldn't see much. And a woman in a robe. Can you tell me about the woman? She wore robes like the wizards. Her hood was down, but the shadows... I didn't get a good look at her. What did they do? One of them walked up to me. He was tall. His armor was nicer than the others. He took off his helm. He looked at me. Then he pointed at me. The woman, she said something. She said, I'll take care of her. And then she said his name. But it's hard to remember the name. The name? Was it Doricus? It's hard to remember, but that might have been it. It sounded like it anyway. And then? The woman muttered something. I tried to hear it, but things started to get fuzzy. I don't know. I got scared. That is all I remember until I woke up again. What do you think they had you do in their absence? I'm trying to figure that out. They didn't tell me to look after my farm, that is for sure. That is really all I know. I'm sorry. Why are you alone here? One of the last things I remember is my husband and sons going into the northern frontier looking for a new claim. They were to be gone a few months. I'm so glad that you restored me before they got back. Weren't you afraid of being alone here? She points to the south. The wizard on the island watches over us. I suppose she didn't protect me as well as she could for one night. What do you grow here? Alchemical ingredients, the quality kind. We are very proud of our farm. It looks terribly neglected, though. I must get to work. What do you do with your goods? Sell them to the wizards on the island, and sometimes to merchants who dry them and take them to the surface. Can I buy something? Oh, I wouldn't charge you, not after you helped me. If I'd been like that when my husband returned. She fetches several bundles of dried herbs for you. That's all I need to know. All right, thank you for your help. Safe travels. Of course. I'm glad to help. Very good that we managed to free her from what happened. Not have been good. Oh, at least we know about that. The only thing left to do now is to head further north. Into the rivers. Into the river. Into the rapids, that it says are here. Well, let's go take a look. Now entering Northern Rapids. The river narrows dramatically here. You have to proceed slowly and carefully. The water is full of boulders. The walls and ceiling have been scorched and cracked by recent massive magical blows. Looks like this passage was created only recently. Before, water flowed out of the northern aisles and into this gallery through an inaccessible underground channel. Then some wizards came here and applied considerable magical force, disintegrating the wall and enabling boat travel to the caves beyond. You have reached the border of the northern frontier. Now that I think about it, before we go in, I think maybe we should report into, what's her name? Actually, we should also check to see if we have any more we can do down here. Sergeant Sienna, it is possible that Doricus passed through the Northern Isles. Sienna looks pleased. I will pass this information to the General as soon as I can. Thus there's nothing to prove that Doricus is still in this area, but it means that this area is more important than some thought. She looks over her shoulder at the portal and grimaces. Perhaps he will even be pleased enough to free me from this hell he trapped me in. How goes the hunt for Dorcas? Slowly. We got reports from the other outposts. Serious damage, lots of deaths, and Dorcas's infiltrator escaped. Because of that, people on the surface are convinced that those outposts are closer to the enemy. Which means we are the backwater. No reinforcements, no supplies once again. We're low on supplies. And forces. The full complement of warriors we were supposed to get to fill our empty barracks, sent to the Eastern Gallery and the Great Cave instead. Don't ask about our weapons situation. No, we've been forgotten, but we must still do our jobs as well as we possibly can. Then she wobbles slightly on her feet and belches discreetly into her hand. What does General Redmark say? She wipes distractedly on a small wine spot on her breastplate. Nothing to us. He spends a lot of time on the surface, politics, maneuvering for position and supplies. He acts modest, but mark my words, he wants to be emperor, and he thinks getting Dorcas himself is the key. Any luck getting permission to send more infiltrators into the frontier? She shakes her head. The Avernites are both stubborn and paranoid. They don't want to let anyone else into the frontier until you die. I think we can get help for you soon, but you'll have to be patient. Understood. Alright, what about you? Any more shays to kill? No, not yet. Okay, looks like everyone's leveled up though, which means strength! Strength for everyone. Oh. Really? You not? Well, at least you can. You two are going to save up for more priest and mage spells. That's what you two need. Actually. Nah. Okay. And while I could tell her about Shanker, I'm not going to say anything. Alright, back to Shanker's Tower, and then onwards to the north. I'm not even going to mention her either way. Not going to say she's here, not going to say she's not. I'm just not going to take any part in it. Now, as for heading to the north. Something here. The tale of the Empire infiltrator exploring the Northern Isles traveled ahead of you rapidly. Many of the people behind you knew that you were coming. The news did not, however, reach here. The two soldiers on this island are alarmed to see an Empire soldier stepping unannounced onto their tiny little island. They start to draw their weapons and then stop. Finally, one of them says, "I am Captain Amaro. These are Avernite lands, as I'm sure you know. Do you have permission to be here? If not, I will—" She isn't sure what to say or do next. What sort of permission do I need? Well... She thinks about it for a bit. She clearly hasn't encountered a situation like this before. A letter or papers of transit would do, I guess. Will this do? My papers of transit? She reads them and rereads them, not wanting to be responsible for letting an Empire spy into the northern frontier. Finally, she hands the papers back to you. They look real. I don't know for sure if they're real, and I have no way of telling, so I'll just have to trust you. You can pass. What are you doing out here? We are the final camp before the rapids begin. We give travelers to the frontier advice and try to turn them back if they aren't prepared. She speaks slowly and carefully, trying to not give away too much information. She must still be afraid that you're a spy. Am I prepared? She looks at you. She looks at your boat. She considers your complete lack of interest in your survival. I'm sure you'll be fine. What do you do if someone isn't prepared? If they're just short a few things, we give them gifts from the Avernite crown. If they are short of equipment to the point of suicide, we tell them to go back. And if they don't? Avernum is a land of freedom. We let them exercise that freedom. Tell me what is ahead. The Northern Rapids. Miles of rough water, no settlements, and incomplete portages. We're working on the area, but it is hard to get workers. What sort of work are you doing? We're trying to make an easy route back up here from... She realizes what she is doing. Sorry, I don't want to get into trouble by giving you too much information. Oh wait, Amaro's female. Amaro has a very deep voice. Yeah, let's just go with that. And what is past the rapids? You'll find out soon enough. Or die. It's the Drake Pillars. The first town you'll find is Harkin's Landing. And that's all I'm going to say. Captain Amaro watches you suspiciously. Her hand is never far from her blade. Why are you camped on this tiny island? Isn't there anywhere better to wait? Normally she wouldn't tell you about her problems, but the need to vent is too great. She points to the north. A nice outpost was built for us, dug out of the cave wall. Room for supplies and travelers, actual beds. But while we were coming out here, the spiders moved in first. They killed the workers, and we don't have the strength to clear them out ourselves. Typical planning. Can I help? She looks surprised. I suppose. If you clear out the spiders, you can have the treasure you find. There won't be much. We haven't had time to move our supplies in, but it seems a fair trade. Okay. Can I trade for supplies? No, we are short as it is, and what little we have left is reserved for Avernite explorers. If you want to do some shopping before you enter the rapids of Wizard's Island is to the south. Understood. And we can clear out the lizards quite easily and happily. That must be where it is. But there seems to be something over here. Oh, no, there's more spiders over here. Yeah, let them come to us. We'll kill them. There we go. Come to us, oh spiders. That one's dead. Those two will die shortly. There we go. Easily killed. Another one up here. Ow. Alright, another cure. Looks like someone was trapped here and killed. Pity. Steel short sword. Sell. That we can take, that, and that. Nothing else over here. Alright, now we can go clear out this little place of spiders. Yeah, let them come to us. And there... Ah, he survived. Eh, no matter. We got it. And there we go. Oh, another one. And now it's dead. Is that really all you had to deal with? Well, there's a bit of space over in here. More spiders in here, I imagine. Ah, stairs up. Of course. Alright. Well, let's get some light in here. Ooh, crystals. And some coins. More spiders over there. Quite a few spiders, in fact. That is a lot of spiders! Jesus! Jeez. No wonder they needed help. It's basically, they can be overwhelmed by this. Fortunately, we have area spells that'll do a number on all this. Any more? Yep, there's still more. Jesus Christ. No wonder they needed help. I mean, I knew there were spiders, but bloody hell. How many more are there in here? Gloves, belt, flawed crystal. Oh, an Aranea. This must be the end of it. Tough Aranea. We'll kill her. Just you wait and see. Some acid. Oof, dead body. Weaken it, and a big smack. Of course it summons aid. Why wouldn't it? Not enough aid, though. Got it dead. So RNA are resistant to energy. A goblin? Really? You summon a bloody goblin. I didn't mean to... Click that. Well, it's dead. Now we kill the goblin and we're done. And there we go. Alright. It didn't drop anything. Got that, got that. Coins. Restore energy potion. And gray mold. Polar fur cloak. +4 armor, +5 cold resistance. I think we're fine. Okay. Not too shabby. Simple task, too. Ooh, what's this say? Northern Frontier. Be prepared. Once in the rapids, there is no return. There was an Aranea in there. It's dead now. She looks surprised. An Aranea? I'm very glad I didn't try to storm the place myself. They are strong magic. Thank you for your help. I don't have anything extra to pay you, but I can wish you luck. I hope you survive the rapids at least. Thank you very much. She nods, a gesture of respect from one soldier to another. We could have been cocky, but nah. Excellent! Strength! You need the strength! I wonder if that's enough strength. Still not enough! Going to need to level up again! Ugh. Bloody hell. Okay. A little bit of healing here before we go into the rapids themselves. And I think, before we start falling down the rapids, I think we're going to have to end the episode. Because otherwise, we'll probably end it just after we start. You know what? Yeah. Yep, there's the rapids. Next episode, we'll head down the rapids and start our adventure into the deeper areas of the Northern Frontier. That'll be in the next episode. So, until then, I am Cheswick44. That is Darren, Thomas, Lena, and Sherry. This has been an Avernum 5 Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.